What Happened to Reading by Ben Barnard. Fewer Americans are reading books, but don't blame millennials. One research study done by the LA Times showed that in 2015, 76% of adults in the US had read a novel that year. In 2016, the number dropped to 72%. Also in 2016, kids or millennials, basically anyone aged between 16 and 29, 80% of them said that they had read a novel that year, which is 3% more than last year. The ISB novel that I've chosen was Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This novel has won multiple awards and is, to this day is considered a dystopian classic. First of all, what's it all about? This novel follows Guy Montague through his job as a fireman and tells a story about a technologically dominated society. So my thesis for my essay is Bradbury's society and Fahrenheit 451 could exist in today's day and age, and here's why. So first of all, Bradbury's society. In the dystopian society in Fahrenheit 451, owning and reading books is illegal. Whenever a book is found, it is burned, and the owner is immediately arrested by the people. The people that burn these books are called firemen, and their title is very misleading. Their sole purpose is to track down the homes that possess books and burn them, sometimes with the owners inside. If the possessor refuses to give up the book, they often disappear, implying that they are murdered. This society falls under the category as overstimulated. There are only two interests in the society. It's entertainment and technology. And if you are not interested in these two things, you are considered an outsider and a possible threat. So in this, I'm just going to read the quote. Cram them full of non-combustible data, chock them so damn full of facts that they feel stuffed, but absolutely brilliant with information, then they'll feel like they're thinking. They'll get a sense of motion without moving, and they'll be happy, because facts of that sort don't change. Don't give them any slippery stuff like philosophy or sociology to tie things up with. That way lies melancholy. So in the 21st century society, it is dominated by technology and power. Similarly to Bradbury's prose, technology in our world has advanced significantly in the last 70 years. Since 2000, technology has been fueled less by inventions and more by innovation. Companies are thriving to make the best of the best. Of course, with all this technology comes distractions. Our society seems more focused on the antics between the Kardashians than they are about the upcoming election. This distraction by mass media companies infiltrates our TVs, handheld devices, advertising, and much more. Social media has consumed humans. People are looking for quick bursts of media to consume the brain rather than reading great novels or learning about politics that affect their daily lives. This blindness to what is important without enlightenment is similar to the society in Bradbury's writing. People to this day and age are also being unknowingly desensitized. Learning about mass shootings or bombings is now a regular occurrence. Also, another thing is power is something that is destroying our society. Abuse of power in both Bradbury's society and in real life corrupts people, and it turns governments into dictatorships and can even change the most admirable of people. So now I'm just going to read this quote. It didn't come from the government down. There was no dictum, no declaration, no censorship. To start with, no. Technology, mass exploitation, and minority pressure carried the trick, thank God. So this talks about how the government actually didn't create this society of illegal books and things like of technology and entertainment. It actually happened by technology progression itself with mass exploitation and minority pressure. This speech was between Captain Beatty and Guy. So now I'm just going to go through the similarities and differences between both societies. So in Fahrenheit 451, books are illegal. In Fahrenheit 451, firemen are different. They destroy books. They don't prevent fires. They start them. And also, individuality is a sin. So as I said, if you're not interested in those two things, technology or entertainment, you're considered a threat to society and an outsider. In the 21st century, books are legal. People strive for power, unlike that of Fahrenheit 451, and people are encouraged to be different. Obviously, that is definitely not encouraged in Fahrenheit 451. So some of the similarities are there are fast cars, loud music, 200-foot billboards, There's also an overuse of entertainment. There's unintelligent facts and information, such as flocinosis nihilification. The declaration of an item being useless is the longest non-medical term in the English language. That is very useless. And there's also desensitization. As Guy mentions, his wife Mildred is desensitized to wars and other things. As the news comes on, she does not bat an eye at the people dying and anything like that, but she's so intrigued with soap operas and other things like that. And in our society, mass shootings and bombings happen almost too often, as they shouldn't happen at all. And people are starting to get more and more used to it, which is something that's very bad. So now for my final thoughts. In conclusion, the 21st century society is similar to that of Bradbury's dystopian future. The similarities are not complicated to note. They are visible in our everyday culture. Therefore, the society described in the novel seems not far in existence. Especially when we compare technological advancements and the people that have control of powerful nations, the novel Fahrenheit 451 is an important and enlightening way to explore a different dystopian society while also providing a plotline to intrigue readers while making them reflect about their own lives. Thank you.